Joseph Cathedral, in collaboration with Father Saturnino Urius University, presents Tuesdays with San Jose, a weekly online program where we explore everything under the sun, from everyday concerns to meaningful talking points. Join us as we share stories and reflections around and within our community. No matter who you are or where you come from, there's something here for you, where everything's spoken for. And here are your hosts.
The work of evangelization begins with Jesus' great commission to all of us. Go into the world and proclaim the gospel. Today, evangelization takes on many forms and ways, be it online, offline, in person, or virtual. This even includes the field of business.
Friends, this afternoon, let's take a closer look at liturgical enterprises, which give us an interesting perspective between the intersection of evangelization and business. We've invited one of our most familiar faces here in Tuesdays with San Jose to give us an insight and share to us stories on the important question that we have today. Are liturgical enterprises for business or for the apostolate and mission? Hi, this is Father Glenn Adam Abamonga, your parish vicar at St. Joseph Cathedral Diocesan Shrine and one of your Tuesdays with San Jose hosts.
Hello everyone, this is Father Jed, parish vicar of St. Joseph Cathedral Diocesan Shrine, and welcome to Tuesdays with San Jose. And shout out to all our viewers from the Cathedral, from the FSUU, and viewers all over. And we would like also to mention in a very special way our sponsor for today's episode, Kimson Commercial.
So friends, welcome to Tuesdays with San Jose, Season 2, Episode 10, your weekly online program brought to you by the St. Joseph Cathedral Diocesan Shrine in collaboration with Father Saturnino Urius University. So Father Zed, maying hapon.
Yes, Father Glenn, maying hapon.
So nito tatong topic karong hapon ba kay liturgical enterprises for business or apostolate? I think a very important question that we have to look and explore. We have many liturgical enterprises and they exist as business. But importante siya nga business kay na siya mission component ba? Diba? I think we benefited from that as priests. We rely on liturgical enterprises for our priestly vestments, for our liturgical items. Diba? So it's important that we take also a look at this important part of the church's life and mission.
Indeed, Father Glenn. So there's a question, how do we strike the balance? So for today's episode, we will talk about liturgical enterprises in general, the people, the business, and the services behind the sacred items we use in our churches. So before we delve into that, let's first watch this video.
In the heart of Butuan City, just steps away from St. Joseph Cathedral Diocesan Shrine and Gingona Park, stands a humble store with a big mission, store with a name that echoes a prayer said at every Catholic table. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts. On February 11th, 2015, the feast day of Our Lady of Lourdes, a door opened, not just to a business, but to a mission. And These Thy Gifts religious store was born, dedicated to God and to the Blessed Virgin Mary, and for every Catholic Christian seeking to sustain and elevate their life of faith. 11 years later, that door is still open. What started as one woman's quiet act of devotion has grown into a sanctuary of sacramentals, rosaries blessed, candles lit, novenas prayed, Bibles offered, and countless stories of grace exchanged. One customer, one conversation, one blessing at a time. And through it all, one truth remains: every gift given, every soul touched, every quiet prayer whispered within those walls is proof that God is still at work. And These Thy Gifts religious store will forever be grateful and blessed that He chose to use and this small storefront as an instrument of His love, drawing His people ever closer to Him. What inspired it, what almost stopped it, and what keeps it standing 11 years strong. Stay with us because the woman behind And These Thy Gifts is about to share it all, right here, right now. Visit ATTG And These Thy Gifts, a religious store, Luna Building, Iluna Street, Butuan City.
And there you have it. For this afternoon, we have one of our Tuesdays with San Jose host turned guest to talk to us about liturgical enterprises, Miss Nova Mancao Ramirez.
Mayong hapon, Father Jed and Father Glenn. Thank you for having me this afternoon.
So my first question natin also, how does it feel to be on the other side?
I feel honored.
Oh, see how the chairs have turned.
The next time it will go clockwise.
So, as the guest, we give you the floor. Shout out.
Like, the shout out part is one of my favorite part of the show. So I would like to give a warm hello to first of all, my mom who is watching right now, Mami Lulu. Hello, I love you, Mom. And to my family, of course, ako mga anak, Josh and John Matthew in Australia is also watching. Hello. And to the people behind, the team behind ATTG or And These Thy Gifts Religious Store, si Lingling, si Daisy, si Tessa, si Fritz, and my best friend Donalyn, thank you for always helping me run the store. And I would like to take this opportunity to give a special thank you to Father Kitts, because Father Kitts has always been part and parcel of the creation of the business, and he was part of the genesis of the store. So Father Kitts, this is for you. And also, of course, to all our valued customers who have always patronized the store from day one until today. We are standing because of you. Thank you, and maayong hapon sa inyong tanan.
Yeah, so watching this, the interview ni Ate Nobs, we go a long way back, di ba?
Oo.
But it seems that nothing has changed in terms of appearance. So,
Glory to God.
Sana all. So, I think we're talking about liturgical enterprises, and this I guess is one of the common features sa Butuan, along with our some of our religious stores nga uban nawa na, ang uban na pa. So, I think what's the story behind this liturgical enterprise like ATTG at Inobs?
Well, it's a story of providence, really, I would say, because the history nga nung, it was not really my original plan. But 2 years before the store was open, I was hunting for a wedding gift. So, nagtuyo ko diri sa Butuan to look for something religious to give away. So, I chanced upon this Christian bookstore. And then when I went inside, I saw this horrible book. It made my blood boil with anger, good kay. Wala ko ginahay sa picture mismo. It was a large book, and I saw it, and, it was so profound and misrepresenting the Catholic faith. If I may describe the cover, it was Pope Francis sitting on a mountain of wealth and gold coins. And at the back of Pope Francis was the clergy in line, all smirking. And then in front of him was a long line of poor people like beggars, children in rags, or ordinary folks giving him the coins. And he was smirking down at those people ba. That was the cover that I saw. So, pagkita palang daan ako sa iya, something in me really burned with fury bitaw. I ran outside and nakahilak yun ko sa kalagot ba, di ko katuo nga, this book is available something like that.
Gano'n mo gikuha niya, gisunog dito.
Lagi. Lagi. That was my first instinct, to run and then look at my right side. When I look at my right side, I saw another store, a bigger location, and I went inside. It was still a clothing store at the time, nga maligya pag mga sanina. So I went inside, nga naghilak pa ko sa tinuod lang, and I stayed at one corner and I prayed to God. And with conviction, gid ang akong prayer ba na, Lord, if you give me this space, I will make it your true store. I will make it a store that is authentically Catholic. It will be a store for you to glorify you. Mo gitong akong conviction, and then I left the store and forgot about it. A year after, nilabay ko ana nga space and it was empty. dako nga for rent sign. So immediately I called up the owner, who is also a good friend. Shout out di ay kang Louie Luna, his beautiful mom, and the family of the Luna family is really good landlords. I called him. Apparently, I was the first to call and inquire. Imagine, kay Conbia, strategic ang location. So I called and I was able to bag the location. So makaingon ko Providence gyud. So mao na siya nga I placed the store there, and then I asked the help of Father Kits to help me and build up all this stuff nga kana bitong naata sa in line of the Catholic faith, of the teachings, faithful to the magisterium. I was very careful, and I am still very conscious about that. Kay that's the main reason why the store is built.
So, from fury, the Lord purified, it turned into a motivation, into an inspiration, di ba?
No, lagi, ironically.
So, nito sa Father Jed kay, we get the story bitaw nga, why stores like this are put up, why liturgical enterprises have become present. So, so tinatinaw ba nga, kanto ka ng, it's a reaction, di ba nga, na yung mga content nga, not just non-Catholic, but against the faith. So, as you have said beautifully nga, a store that is truly Catholic, di ba? Something that we can say nga, ato na niya, kung atong mga tao, makita nila dito, not content that disparage the faith, but content that promote the faith. So, in a way, missionary, di ba? Ang intent is missionary. So, how does 11 years, nagbutang dito, 11 years, one of the longest standing ang mga liturgical enterprises dito, 11 years. Okay, sa katedral naman nato tindahan niya, wala naman nato tindahan. Nitabok naman, mga tanga-tanga, gina-refer guys sila ubat. So, how did that stay that long? Nidugay mo sa nilungtad. What sustained it?
Because for sure, Father Glenn, na maging mga kalisod, mga pagsulay.
Challenges? Oh my, left and right. But only by the grace of God. I think if God wants that store closed, it will be closed. So as long as He still wants it to remain open, that store will be there. So only by the grace of God na it has stayed afloat, even during trying times, driest times na mo, itong pandemic. Diba? Kitsa may, people buy food, but dili mga ingani, diba? So, I was thinking, mag-close na good mi ani, mag-close na good mi. I was afraid, but I had faith nga the Lord will show us the way anyway. So, ingon ko nga, nagpadayon lang gihapon ni. And also, there was so much support sa akong parents, sa akong family, and the people working for us. Most of them have been there ever since the opening. So, I have to be there for them also. Maray nga na, bitaw.
So, can you cite like mga significant stories ato along the journey tinobs nga itatakgid sa imo kibali, part of the story of the liturgical enterprise?
Daghan kaayo na siya, no? But one of the stories nga nitatakyod sa akong mind was this young boy, siguro mga 7 or 8 years old siya. He came in with his mom. Tapos, he was looking for a chibi. Are you familiar with that? Like a small image of, like, kid-like kanang image ito of a saint. And then, apparently, he was collecting it. So, ang iyang mom was visibly irritated. Murag suko ba pagsulod. But the boy was so excited. Pili siya, pili, ana. Ang mama niya was, murabag nasuko ba nga? This is a waste of money. Even while I was there, suko siya. And the kid chose 2 images, and na-short sila sa kwarta ba. So what I did was, nakita mo na akong excited kayong bata, gusto gid kaayo niya. So I gave them a big discount so that the boy could bring the images home. And then apparently the mom was a member of Iglesia ni Cristo. So looking back,
interesting.
Diba? Looking back, I still commend her because in spite nga nasuko siya, kipalitan niya ang anak niya. Diba? Despite against sa iyang will, tagaan gyapon niya iyang anak. Kay nakakolek good, meaning to say this was not the first time nga iyang gipalitan. And I asked the boy, anong nangulikta man kaaning? Anong ginahan man kaaning mga santo magkolek? And the mom was the one who answered, ay magpari siguro ning bata. Nasuko siya. And then when I looked at the boy, ang bata kay nag-smile from ear to ear. So we don't know, diba? Planting the seeds. So, I gave him a rosary and he went his merry way.
Naman sa nakato sila karon.
So, I'm sure na inahitabo adto kay lahi man gid ang kuan, ang joy sa bata, mang excited kaayo siya.
So for 11 years at Tinobs, no, it has become an apostolate. But in connection with that, how did you come up with the name ATTG and these gifts?
Yes, that's one of my problem, no? Kaya ang mga tao dili ka litok sa and these thy gifts. That is why akong gi-abbreviate og ATTG to make it easy unta kay mo ana ang mga tamig. Hello, kuha ako ninyo diri sa thy gifts, ben. Ano ko sa thy gifts? Kaning daghang mga santo diri, ana di gid sila kalitok ba. But originally, it's a funny story because as I said, I owe a lot to Father Kits, diba? He was always there to guide me in every step of the way. And then when it was time to choose for the name, I prayed for it, and my prayer led me to write the admin of a Facebook page named 100% Katolikong Pinoy.
Katolikong Pinoy, yeah.
Familiar mo,
Yeah.
ano? So I didn't know kinsay na diha. Wala gyud ko kay bawo, but I follow that page ever since. So I wrote nga, we're opening a store, blah blah blah, and could you give me some suggestions of store names, ana. So they gave me quite a list. And then one of the names listed was "And This Thy Gift." So I thought nga mo na ring to it because we pray that prayer, di ba? Prayer before meals. Bless us, O Lord, for these thy gifts. So in quote, and these thy gifts. So I refer it to Father Kits, and Father Kits gave me his nod of approval. So that's how the name came to be. So ako na lang yung abbreviate na kay maglisod yung tawag, and these thy gifts. So I would tell them ba, and these thy gifts kanang sa prayer before meals bitaw. Pero it's still there. I love the name. I don't know, kamo, what do you think of the name?
Beautiful. Mataparan nimo sa dialog ka ng tindahan. Bless us, O Lord. Restaurant. And this like this. But yeah, it speaks of the providence that you said, diba nga? It's work of providence. And I think katoy mo ganahan ko to story nimo nga may bata ba, the work of providence that saka to shout out atong bata kung nagtanaw ka karon asa daw sa nakaga imong mama, di ba nga something these are the gifts that we have received from God and we share from God.
So there's this saying, Father Glenn, what we have received as a gift, we give as a gift. Yeah. So, diba?
And then there's one more kanang experience that keeps on recurring, even today. Karami tong mga tao who would go inside the store to buy mass cards and candles for their beloved dead. Sometimes when I'm around, maghuwat man na sila kay i-print out man namo ang name.
Okay.
So maghulat sila, and I would ma-feel na ko nga opening tao, I would go and ask about the person who died, and a number of them would really share their heart to me with tears. And these are strangers. Pero at the end of the transaction, mura na mig close nga kaila bitaw because they share nga ako ni mama, OFW ko, I came home nga wala na si mama, siya naghago sa amo, and then she would tear up, and kanang sad stories nga mura ba kog I feel privileged na they trust me enough to share their stories, or ako ning husband na pusilan, or ako ning anak na sakit. So many stories nga I treasure and I take with me as a privilege every day that I'm there.
Beautiful, no? And I go, Father Jed, bakit? Spaces like that show us nga, business is not purely transaction, di ba? It's an opportunity for encounter. Kadumnam ko atong, like, padong may maordinahan pagkapare niya. Nangita mig mga basement, nangita Cebu. Pagkatabo na mo itong Cebu, nangita mig mga chalice, mga gamit, mga daghang mga liturgical stores ito. So, kanagi ko kay pagabot dito sa mutana sila say palito niya sa kabulo din sila magpare mo sa dinahanan namin siya sige ampo mo na mo ihatag ko sa inyo na ning gamay nga sa tuwa so ingana ba murag it's not really business as usual. It's not just transaction but spaces where we encounter people who search for God, diba?
Yes.
And in connection with that, Father Glenn, it's beautiful to realize how these simple earthly objects point toward a celestial reality. Na palit ka grocery, na masud man nimo sa imong bulsa, badala-dala man nimo bisan asa. So imo nang mapalit, imo nang magunitan, madumduma gid nimo Ginoo. So
correct.
It's a good experience naman. Kana lagi marag natay nga na mga tindan. Many stories. So in connection to that tinobs ba, how do you strike the balance between the business part of it and the apostolate? Kay di mapupwede nga charity ra pud tanan, di ba? So you have to make business decisions, but you also have to remember nga it's a Catholic store. So how do you strike that balance along the way?
I just feel blessed. I didn't really have that problem of balancing. It just happened naturally because all my life naman, my life revolved around serving the church. I've been a lector and catechist for many, many years. So, ang store is like an extension and it's not a separate endeavor. It's like a house, a room inside a big house. So, it's part and parcel of me. And so, murag wa kay ko maglisod. Of course, there are bills to pay, inventories to maintain, sales to do. Of course, naaman ano. Pero we give back. Daghan man gyud kay mo na din ha. Daghay tabangonon, mga charities na amang gyud na. Pero I always think manggod nga this is more than a store. This is fulfilling a passion. This is fulfilling a mission for God. So, mo nang padayon lang gyud gihapon. The balance, it just happens. Kung wala pa lang, na-imbalance pa lang na, close na. Close na. Kaloy sa Diyos na ako man gihapon.
I remember Ate Nobs, di ba, na you made mention origins sa ATTG kay started with an experience that it's not so savory.
Oh, yes.
You made mention before the start of this show nga napoy mga tao sa musulod sa tindahan with a hostile attitude.
Yes.
So, how do you deal with that?
At that time, wala ko. Hamor ang mga tao. But, they're trained man not to kanang fight over those things. Mag-imo lang pamation sila. But, people really go there and express their hatred towards atong mga beliefs, atong mga images and all that. And nahaagyo mo sulod, they have the gall to really go inside and fight us. But kami hilom lang, amo lang silang pasagdan. Ngayo lang nagpray lang ta inside. Nga di sila manghilabot physically. Kaluoy sa Diyos, wala namang po to. Katulad tong beginnings of the store.
Lagi kay base na yung musod niya pang smash do mga sabon mga Diyos wala ana di ba so
kaluoy sa Diyos wala.
Of course, na may legal action. legal remedy.
Speaking of that ba, naapoy yung mga instances nga for 11 years daghan namang gitag naagihan linog. Would you believe ni isaw ginabuak diha? Basig unsa pagkakusog ang linog, maybe some would tip over, but wala gyoy na shatter or na damage. And I would like to believe somebody must be watching over that establishment ba nga wa man gyoy madaot, walay mabuak or something like that. Mahibong lagi mi sa balay na nga buak na akong plato, nabuak na mga baso, but sa store wala.
It's really God's providence, diba?
Hallelujah, gyud.
So, how about katong pandemic pud kibalit Noms? How did you fare with that? That was very trying times for all businesses all over the world, bisag established businesses and something like that, a unique business in a way, a unique enterprise. Yeah, pandemic nga time. How did you make it afloat kumbaga ko ana?
Somehow God provided manggihapon. O naamang gihapoy atong mahatag no, naamang gihapoy atong wala gyud koy napahawa nga sa tanan namo sa tindahan, wala gyud napahawa namo ang trabahante during the pandemic, and I'm happy to say that. Walay nawadan og trabaho na ang gihapon. I don't know how God did it, but it happened nga naalang gihapon siya, and padayon lang gihapon. Open lang gihapon. Kuan lang mag-interchange lang sila og assignment. Like instead of 3 people in one day, isa lang sa karon. Nga na bitaw, what do you call that term nga? Isa-isa lang sila para lang at least na ang gihapon sila yung trabaho. And mga ayuda, nga na, naagihapon.
Given the reality at Tinobs nga, you're not the only religious store in our diocese. We also have Sacred Heart Store, the Liturgical Center of our diocese. So, na yung mga panahon nga, kung dili nila makita sa dito ang mga tindahan, wadto sa inyo ha. But on the flip side, na po yung mga panahon nga, wadto sa inyo ha, pag di makita ang produkto, ilang ipangita, wadto po dito sa uban. So, complementarity, di ba?
Correct. Kami mismo moingon, kung walay amo, o ato mo dito sa, sa Sacred Heart, ato mo sa, kami mismo, because ang ato magong point is not just to make money, di ba? Ang atong point is makita nila ilang gikinahanglan for their faith. So, we help each other. Nga, sige, ato dito sa kuan, basig na ilang mahutdan mi og mga intribo or whatever, we point them out to.
Lagi no kay sa katidral nga to experience iba nga when we are in the office na imo ato dito mga tanang nga anang tindahan nga palit mo sa riyuhan, palit mo mas cards, mo na mi nga ato dito sa Adisdagip sa saunahan. Kung wala na sa Sacred Heart, kung wala nasa seminaryo sa Liturgical Center. So kana burag giving a form to business ba nga. Not competitive, but complementary niya kanang. Like, we're not here to make money, but we're here to serve the people, di ba? So, in a way, we direct them to something that will help them, especially will help them in their life of faith, di ba?
Yes, the sacramentals. It's very important yun para nako kay kung without it dili ta ma-uplift sa atong prayer life, di ba? So, it's not the same with the sacraments, pero it really helps us go back to our prayer life. So, importante gid sa ako nga di gid mi mahutdan anak bitaw. Naagyo na pero may kinamagi mo sulod, naagyo yung mangita, usahay na ay kuwang in town ang kwarta, but you know, I make sure nga sige, pilay kwarta ni mo diya manang. And then ay mo ana diya mangita bitaw og nobinahan niya walay amo. And ko sige, just wait, mag-research ko and then I print out for free mga how to confess, I give them out for free. So because it's really more than just a store.
And you're very hands-on in this endeavor to know, so di ba kay crucial man ang magpalit og mga produkto kay sama sa kanang mga rosary nga posible nga kadtong distorted nga rosary, devil's rosary.
Oo, correct. Katang na yung mga snake sa likod or mga images nga libat. Careful kaayo ta ana gid, we're very meticulous with choosing what to sell in our shelves.
So how do you ensure that nga mga quality sa product or the at least not just the quality control but also the orthodoxy bali align sa simbahan ng atong mga gipang baligya?
I research gyud. Especially the books, I make sure I get them from the proper sources ra gyud, Catholic gyud sila, and then sa mga images I check it one by one. O daghan mi gyud kayo nga na napili, and then pagtanong namo walay inri. Ay nga na bitaw, or na ay lain ang itsura sa kamot ni Jesus or something like that, sa rosary lain ang na something sa tiil ni Mama Mary. So we give it to Father Michael. We give it to him para yang i-bury. We don't sell it, we don't hide it, we don't break it. We give it to the proper authorities for proper disposition.
So maayo po na no, Father Jed, ba nga natay mga liturgical enterprises gid kay people can buy this anywhere, di ba? Bisag sa
especially
kilid-kilid,
online.
nasa Unitop gani mga
Online.
sa tuwa gani, di ba? But
Diba?
kana to ensure that there's quality and orthodoxy with the products that we choose, we go to centers like Adisday Gibbs, Diocesan Liturgical Center, kay naman diya ang mga in a way vetted nga mga product, di ba nga? Makitaan kay kanali ba tuwag Unitop, may stop po dito ni mo. Mamiri ni St. Joseph ako nga. Duha ka mo mamiri mo ra sa igsuon kay lain-lain sila naong duha, pero sa mo mamiri ra man di ba? So na quality and orthodoxy ba? It's important that there are enterprises like this so that we ensure that the Catholicity of the products is never compromised, di ba? Bisan kay kana sa Bible gani, di ba, gina-check na to nga
Nilobstat.
Nilobstat og imprimatur.
Bisan kana na magpa-bless ng Bible sa katedral, ako tudlan man ako nga Bible nimo 66 sa man ni kalibro ang Bible, murag kulang man 73 man ni dapat. Nga na dai pader so nga na siya, so adto dito sa Disday Gifts or sa Sacred Heart kay makita ang Bible, so we can direct them and we can teach them, di ba?
Yes. Nakibusulod diha. Namoy kanang Bible diri nga dili Catholic. Engko wrong store. Wrong store, go to the other side. And mo na siya ang daghan kaayo bitaw kanang musuludin ha niya lahi ilang intention, but kung na ako or na ang amo mga tao gyud na maka-entertain sa ilan niya pasabton sila, they end up buying naman. Like ay kuwang din 66 ka book, 73 di ay yes 70 na sige i-try ni ngani nga na. So is top 5 na mo halinon gyud din ha, wa mo mga tanan bro. Because
So, pinaka
the
best
top
selling.
5, number 1 gid is rosary. Number 1 gid kay anybody can afford. Barato raman gid siya. And then number 2 really is any crucifixes. Crucifix, grabe gud, murag tilapan ra gud. And I make sure na yung image, dili lang siya cross, but it's really a crucifix with inri. And then number 3, anything with Saint Benedict on it, like a cross, a medal, an
Pendant,
accessory, pendant, cross nga nay Saint Benedict nga na no kana, and then Bible, especially sa kasal kinahanglan puti, kinahanglan sa mga students nga na. And the 5th one would be siguro mga novenas of different kinds.
Again, these things reminds us of God's presence, di ba?
Correct,
Okay,
yeah.
bisan pag usahay ang Bible ang tendency kay butang ra sa altar pag upan, pero pag makakita tag Bible, makadumdum kita sa Ginoo, rosary, makikap ta pag mahadlok ta. So ana.
Correct.
Have you also had experiences like na yung mga tao ba nga kanang interested sa Catholic faith and then they go there and then they end up exploring more, di ba nga?
Yes. A number of people usahay mag-engage pa mo, usahay mo na pagsuko sila in the beginning. But when you explain to them with charity and with sound explanation, easy to understand, easy to grasp lang. Eventually, mubalik po po sila. Na ako'y naingana mo na twice siguro nga. Mubalik man sila and then they would say nga, unsay angay basahon di ay para makasabot ko. Unsa may imo gusto, I lead them to books like Life of the Saints. Ingana, easier lang ba kay kung ako din silang taga-ano Catechism of the Catholic Church. Basid mo overwhelm ba?
So,
Ana.
na comment si Father Kits.
Ay,
Thank you, Tinobs, for giving our believers an option for liturgical items. So, yeah, we don't have to go far. Kaya nasa unahan sa katedral lagi.
Father
So,
Kits.
O humanog palit nila, mo balik mo sa katedral, magpa-blessing, di ba?
Oh, correct. Yes.
watching all the way from Surigao, Nofritiki.
Hi, Fritz.
One of your staff.
Joining from Abu Dhabi. So, Josephine Paldo Narvasa.
Hello.
So, speaking of books ba ito, may mga books niya. I have a story po sa una. Nagsugod na siya kay college, mangko niya. There was this book from a theologian that I like so much. Nawagin ako nakita sa gasa. Nakita na ako diya sa tindahan. Mo to nagtatak sa kaning tindahan ay mga nindot nga libro.
Isang libro, Father Glenn.
What's the point of being a Christian by then at that time Father Timothy Radcliffe.
Timothy Radcliffe. Ang sigigid mangita na ako diya mo nang I'm always on my toes is si Father Michael Abellanosa. Te, namoy nga ni. So I always try to make sure nga namin something good to offer. Now, I've expanded a bit like ADHD.
Okay.
Anong, how to kanang handle yourself as a senior or di ba not just literally kanang yung kuan gyud kanang ato gyud sa teachings but related pod kay how to be how to deal with your homosexual tendencies and it's important. And where can they buy that? Di ba nga na, and then mga ang una pod mahalin they are Bible books sa kids.
Okay.
Children,
Bible stories.
Activities and I appreciate the parents who buy those for their children.
Mayra buno kay proper pod sa audience ba kay. Kung diri ka, mama na imong audience, family, kids. Sa liturgical center po sa seminaryo, baligyan nila dito philosophy books, theology books.
Balance lang.
Mga
Balance.
estudyante man, sa Sacred Heart, tapos na mga novenaryo. So, people have choice, di ba? People have a choice and kana lagi murag in a way nag-complement siya ba niya at the end of the day klaro man nga di man siya in a way it's a business but we're not here to outlive each other and compete with each other.
Complement.
Yeah, complement. It's important way of kanang collaborating, di ba? Sinodal siya. Sinodal business.
Talking about market, Father Glenn, di ba, pag na yung mga huge ecclesial gatherings nga, gather sa cathedral ang mga lector, mga lay minister, nagikan pa sa Las Nieves, kitsara, muhapit gid sa tindahan. So, mangita og libro, isa na lang mapalit para lang sila madumduman.
Bitaw. That's what my next target is to open a online store. Kaya for the people who are not from Butuan, mohangyo sila, mag-message sila sa amo, we are from Surigao or Sur or from far away, dili mi makaanha, but we need this, we need that, and maybe they trust the store enough na ma-order gyud sila sa amo. So, maghimo na lang we actually have a website, but it's not yet up and running, but we already have a website.
Soon.
That's another challenge.
Soon, ko itugot sa Ginoo.
So, at this point, let's have our Catholic trivia for the day.
Did you know that there exist in the Catholic Church enterprises that serve the work of evangelization? We even have religious orders like the Paulines, the PDDM, and St. Paul's who engage in media promotion and other liturgical apostolates. Other major religious orders like the Jesuits, Benedictines, and Dominicans also have enterprises in the media for the work of evangelization. And that's for our Catholic trivia for today.
Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsor for today's episode, Kimson Commercial. So for your school and office supply needs, you can visit Kimson Commercial at Arcalo Street at the back of FSUU Main College Building. So thank you, Kimson and the Chu family.
So talking about evangelization, Father Glenn, especially in the modern era, we really have to evolve. We really have to read the signs of the times because people nowadays are into social media, are into their gadgets and phones, and we really have to go into there.
So karagi atong trivia ba nga na mga enterprises for evangelization. So for example, you go to Spotify na i-playlist ang Jesuit Music Ministry for kanang line siya for healing, for prayer, for calm, di ba? So
Relaxing.
daganya kana liturgical centers, ato tag Cebu, Davao, at ato dito pa kabalot magpatahig sutana, sa magpalit og mga kinahanglan nga gamit sa simbahan. So the church is very much alive og dahin kitay option, di ba? Catholic, barid kay siya.
So, at the end of 11 years, mag 12 years, that's symbolic. So, you could have another milestone that year,
Yes.
diba? Because you're always evolving as a store, diba? You're always heading towards the direction, how to improve the better.
I pray all the time. I ask the Lord for His will. I discern kung sa iyang gusto, asa mga trajectory niya dadon, ningon ana. And I feel like the store has a very important role sa atong faith. And at least people can go somewhere where they can buy something about our faith with confidence. No second guesses, no confusions whatsoever nga kumana ko din ha katoliko gina ako. And there are times also nga we refuse to sell.
Okay. So man like
Atong hostiyas.
yeah.
Yes, we really refuse. We ask, unsa mo nga kapilya? Kay normally, pakailan na mo gimi sa mga tao nga i-offer tori ni namo or gamiton sa kapilya nga na. So kung dili kay na mo kapila, trained na among mga tao to ask, asa ninyo ni gamiton? So dili man nila gamiton sa atong angay paggamit o lahi man ang ilang mga ritual and whatever ana. So we refuse. We apologize, but we really refuse kay it's not worth it.
So, unsa wala reaction mo na, are they casual with it or suko pud sila?
Magmugot good. Pero what can I do? God is my leader. So, dili gyud ko musugot. And then naapoy mo ana din ha mopalit og mga medals. O we also refuse pero ang uban makalusot but katong mabantayan gid namo palit sila og medals and then they use it during Holy Week niya, himo nila anting-anting.
Paano kay mas screen po din yun, no? For example, sila nga, palit mo tanamig ka ng 5 ka tunilada nga hostia. Ay mo gamiton.
So suspicious na.
Dili good. Kay mga naman gyud mi, asa ni nga kapilya?
Okay.
That's always the first question. Or kung tao sila, asa ni ninyo gamiton? Among i-offer na misa or whatever. So, pag dili katubag, maghimog excuse, dili namin baligya. Bahala, nagwa mihalin.
Lagi So dili sa pangwarta lagi, di ba? Even in our liturgical center, that's what we do niya. Kay dito sa liturgical center, kasagaran nga mga ang clientele gid is mga kaabag, supply sa kaabag dito na sila taga kapilya, dito na sila mo adto. So they can screen kay kabulo man sila nga diri mi magpalit.
Yes.
But diri as a syudad mas poro siya kay sentro man gud, anybody can come, anybody can go.
Correct. Mao bitaw na ingon ko perfect gid yang location nga duol pa gid sa St. Joseph Cathedral, duol kaayo sa Gingoona Park where people, evolve and then at bang kayo diri nga studio. Grabe stone throw away. So ingon ko nga kuan gyud kaayo nga location sa Ginoo yung pinili.
And one thing I noticed also, Father Glenn, nga it's not just a business but as an apostolate kay ang mga staff manimbag yun. Manimbag kada adlaw, kada
Rosary
Domingo.
gud mi. Mag 54-day rosary novena mi together. We do a lot and then ang akong mga tao, even ako mga house angels, ako gid silang tabangan og paspasabot unsa ng confession. I make sure na maka-confession gid sila. Nga na. So part man gid na sa ato gong role, di ba? Nga naata sa hingtong danta, dapat kitay mo tudlo nila. And most of the time, na mo balibad, na mo hawa, na kung dili gid sila. Pero at least I tried.
Because if it's purely business, pankamot lang mo inyo dara, pagsimba lang mo.
Kaya naamang gud sila sa sulod. So, number one, ginana ko nga Catholic, baka kay lisod po kayo, o Muslim ka, o niya tinda ka sa ATPG. Walang lisod kay unsa kay gihimo aning magtalikod. So ingana.
So I kita sa video tinabs going back at the video. It was founded on February 11. Was it deliberate that date?
Yes. Yes. Si Father Kitts also helped me with that date. Si Father Kits has always been there lagi during the genesis of that store. So I know nga it started well because he was there. Kay wala may lain ni tabang ginako. Siya lagi. And then, so Father, this interview is for you. So, mauna siya nga, we chose the Feast of Our Lady of Lourdes because, of course, feast day sa ato Mama Mary. And then also, I'm named after her. Kami ni Mami, Nova Lourdes, si Mami Primitiva Lourdes. So, tanan na mo tindahan actually, in kuan gyud siya kanang gi-open na mo like ang Goldilocks before gi-open na mo on Christmas Eve. O ang grocery gi-open na mo on another feast day nga. So, I make sure nga madedicate na to sa Ginoo ba.
And there's this trivial detail, pero ang inyong natabangan dili lang mga tao, pero bisan the rest of the creation, if we go back to the document Laudato Si, yung mga iring, daghan kay mga iring
Yes.
mga diba?
Yes. Daghan kaayog mga iring dawi unsa tawagan ng masaag diha sa atong store. And I don't know why musulod lang kasi nakakang-among gud ng among di man siya totally closed. There's something wrong with that door, but I did not repair it kay it gives the animals like cats a chance to get in. So mga 5 or 6 na akong na-save din nga mga cats. And the last one, as I said, si Ashley, because we found her during Ash Wednesday. And then, na-realize na mo, dako man ni siya, niwang pero dako og tiyan.
Okay.
And I realized, siguro bag-o ni ng anak. So we followed her, walk up to the rooftop of the hotel nearby, and we saw her kittens there. So now, silang tulo na, nasa mong balay. Hello, Isa Diyos.
So at least mga Katoliko, gusto ito nga iring.
Katoliko ito nga iring. Lagi.
So, Tinos, talking about this liturgical enterprise, 11 years. Why are you still pursuing this endeavor as a lay Catholic?
Why not, di ba? The mission was given to my lap. So, I'm simply following the will of God. To me, that's my reason. Kay, of all the businesses that I've had and are still running, this one to me is the closest to my heart. And I think this is extra special because this business drew me close to God. I mean, which other business could you say the same thing? It drew you closer to God. And in a way, it kanang gave me back my soul. So, wala gyud reason nga dili na ako ipadayon ning advocacy. If you say is it business or advocacy, it's both. But if you press me more, I would lean on towards the advocacy part. Kay this business will never make me rich. Matay, dili gyud ko madato ani. Daghan kayo, dili gyud ko madato ani nga store. But I always tell myself lagi, it's more than a store. It's fulfilling a calling. So, para sa ako, Ginoo na lay bahala siguro after this life, whatever rewards He will give us. Pero for now, I'm just trying to do His will.
So, indot siya naman. Di kayo na di pang dato ba? But that sense of mission is very much important with enterprises like this. Diba? Kay, lagi kung we want to get higher profit margin, we could have explored other things.
Yes,
Diba? Just like sa Sacred Heart po, di ba? Na tindahan, sa Liturgical Center, that's something that they know that we have to put up. Why? Because people need that.
Yes.
Not because we want margin, but we want to serve the community.
And when we talk about gain, Father Glenn, it's not gaining profit necessarily, but gaining companions of faith, because you have helped so much, and you have evangelized through this apostolate, through this enterprise. So in its essence, not just an enterprise.
So, mga tanong ba, Tinobs, do you think we still need more stores like this in Butuan?
Yes.
Oh, I would say so. If na mo approach ako og they want to buy wholesale so they could sell elsewhere, I would help them.
Have you had experiences nga na dool na po na
Naman po. That is why gani karon we're exploring. We're looking for other suppliers bitaw nga mas cheaper, and looking for ways na cheaper pod ang freight, so we can give it at a lower price on that. So yeah, anything for the Lord, anything to make them closer to our faith and go deeper. Why not? You cannot say nga imura na di ba? You do not know kung say plano si Ginoo niya or what wasig enough na ang akong time sila na pod. I don't know. So, yes, I would really be. I'm open to that idea.
Salamat Tinob. So, speaking of that, Brother Jed ba? So, ngayon ang tanap po, nagdagay si pumunta sa katedral, nga nang wala na mo'y tindahan sa katedral. Nga nang wala mo'y tindahan sa katedral.
So we have, di ba, we have a different focus. Kay dagan may mga mutabang sa tuaan ang apostolate sama sa APPG, Sacred Heart. So we just have a different focus as a church.
To clear things up kay permintan na gina murag dugay na siguro. Tindahan ninyo. Di na tindahan, conference room na nato. And we have places to serve, to cater those needs. So magana nga, di ba, Buto Cathedral gina-direct na mo sila at pinakadool nasa ATTG, nasa Sacred Heart, nasa seminaryo sa Liturgical Center. So because the priority of the cathedral is many, dagan mga bultang niya. Na-realize na mo nga ang tindahan murag bukat na tindahan for that part.
And you need another person to watch it.
Yeah. Pwede na may magmaligya po niya. Di lang ta magmisa sa... Pwede na
Minay ng sideline.
Yeah. So, kana no? Marag bahin-bahin na ta to each his own.
Bahin-bahin, yes. Kay bawo man ang Ginoo mo bahin.
Lagi.
Ug ang Ginoo mogamit man sa ato ang mga talento, nata expertise sa finances, ano so gamiton ta sa Ginoo sa nga nga pamaagi.
So, liturgical centers like this are very much important. In a way, we have realized, di ba nga, they function not just for the sake of business, but most especially for mission. Diba? Anya, siguro, Tinobs, what can you say to people who are thinking, gusto mo ko mag-try ani, or who are perhaps considering, basig pwede ko ani, or okay ba ka mo explore ani ng mga butang? What can you tell them? Mga viewers ka namin siguro.
Mga viewers, discern, pray. If it's for you, it will happen. Listen to the voice of the Lord. If this advocacy is for you, then do it. And if you don't feel confident yet, do it anyway. Anyway, kung dili para imo, it will cave in. But if it's for you, walay mawala sa imo. Walay mawala. So do it. Follow your heart. Follow that voice or that voice telling you to do this. Kay it's a gift that keeps on giving.
These day gifts.
And these day gifts. Mahadlok magod kay it's a risky It's a risky mistake. It's an expensive mistake.
It's expensive because it's not like Jollibee or McDonald's that people would swarm your store every day. Kita, we only have some few peak seasons like Christmas, feast days, special occasions, sinulog, mga kahimunan or something like that. Pero in most days, really, you struggle to stay afloat.
Pero in and out of season, liturgically, cyclic pa na itong liturgy. So, magbalik na ng Christmas, Lenten, so all those slow-moving products pero kanunay ginamit.
You just learn how to balance everything para dili ka malunod.
So, ang balancing, I'm thinking mga, lagi ay, prophet, you have to pay people.
Oh, yes.
You have to pay the bills, get permente, but and as you said at the beginning,
for many years we struggled. We struggled. We almost closed na gid. Good thing lang we have a very good landlord sila Louis Luna who understood our situation. Wala pa kayo minilagi pressure. Pero otherwise, kung walay nitabang namo ni sabot sa amo, dugay ra na sila siguro na. But, nag-ampo lang gid mi kay usahay wa na gid mi stock, wala na mi baligya. So maningkamot lang gid mi basta lang na ay mompo og na ay
hostiyas.
May hostiyas na lisod pa gid usahay pud kay mahutdan pud. And then there was a point in time nga wala na gyud ko mag maskig 5 centavos wala ko mo add sa cost sa hostiyas o mompo. Because, and even now, amo na nang gibalik. But there was a point nga, amo na lang gipatungan o 50 pesos man lang. Para lang inami katuyo kay lisod ka ito nga time. Struggling, driest times na amo in the past. So, pero there was a point nga at that time kay giingon ko nga dili gid ni dungagan na kay kang Lord Rabani nga stick to kay ko ba. And then I went to Manila. And then gipadamgo ko sa I don't know if you would believe me, but gipadamgo ko ni Mama Mary nga imo namang gidungagan. Lagi, I didn't know nga gidungagan nila. I called up the cashier, ko nga inyong gidungagan ang cost sa mompo og sa yes ma'am nidugang mi. Ko kay bakan sige say nagpaybaw na ko sa Mama Mary ba. I didn't know, they didn't tell me. So mo nang ako ba nga ingon ko kani nga store dili lang gid di ini angay jaga-jagaan even the pricing. Mangayo pagid ko sa Ginoo, okay ba ni nga price? Okay ba ni? Nga na ba?
So,
So, ito mga nagplano, na, basi padanggohon mo sa pagbantay.
Oh, Miss Basi diyan.
We have a comment here from Josh. Yeah, belated happy birthday.
Ay, si Josh.
from Surigao City.
Ay, Mama, I love you. I love you, Nak.
So, thank you very much, Ate Nov, for having us
Uy.
here this afternoon. Not as a host, but as a guest, diba? So, how does it feel?
Happy, enjoy, mura lag nag-converse between friends.
It's good, no?
Thank you for
There are
having
many
me.
stories behind Andy's Segos ba nga. People just pass by, they go there, they buy, they transact, but then behind that is, as you have said, story of providence, di ba?
Yes.
A story that have witness to how many people have tried to encounter and find God through these items, and in a way, how you have also experienced God through His interventions in your life and in the community. So, perhaps any words
Yeah.
of words of wisdom like to impart to us from these experiences, diba? What can you say to our viewers about God's providence, about especially in these kinds of endeavors,
Mauna, first of all, if there's a tug in your heart to do something like this, you really need to stop what you're doing and pray. That's the only way that you will hear the voice of God tell you that this is for you or not. It's like sa inyo mga pare, di ba? Di mo decide nga mo so dahil mag-seminary right away, di ba? You discern. You really discern. So para na ako, especially karon nga lisod ang panahon, if dili mo lawom og packets and you do this business, you have to think a million times. Kay there are times good nga usahay na isa mo sulod, duha mo sulod. So it's not lagi everyday nga maayo gyud ang imong halin bitaw. So you have to really believe nga you are there for the right reasons. You do this business for the right reasons, good. Because if you do it for money per se, forget it. It's not for you. It's a waste of your money. Pero kung parahin mo, my gosh, the gains you get. To me, makita na ko ang gains, gitigaan mi niyag mga maayo nga trabahante, maayo among panglawas, pangisip, tanan namo mga struggles, tanan namo kalisod, amo mang na overcome, ma-feel gini mo ang presensya sa Ginoo bitaw nga makaingon ka nga. I'm humbled because God chose to use the store as an instrument to help others, pero for most of the time it's helping us actually. So I always say I chose this business, but in reality this business chose me.
God chose you.
Amen.
I would
Very
like
well
to
said.
believe that.
Hearing ba,
Glory to God.
Father Jen, I remember Bible ba itong St. Ignatius of Loyola, di ba nga? Businessman what profit would a man gain if he loses his soul, if he gains the world but loses his soul in return? So in a way, we need enterprises like this, and we need not just enterprises but people behind this enterprise who are clear on their identity, who are clear on their mission, that they are doing this for the sake of evangelization. Diba? Kaya sama sa gisulti na tinuba nga, diba tamadato ani nga mga style. Ang religious order nga nagkingani po sila nadato po, diba? They devote their life. Our liturgical center is not for profit but for a bigger purpose. Diba? It reminds me nga, in the end, kana so talaga nga, man proposes, God disposes. So it's a work of providence. In a way, I'm touched by how God has been very providential and how God has continues to work in enterprises like this. Diba?
So, nindot kay Father Glenn, ang Diyos mo ay, ang tao mo ni sugyot, ang Diyos mo ni tugot. So, I also remember, Ate Nobs made mention nga, one of the best selling items is Saint Benedict's medal, di ba?
medals.
So, di ba, we have this spirituality from Saint Benedict, ora et labora, work and prayer. So, sa itong kinabuhi, padayon lang itag ampo, padayon paningkamot, inubanan sa grasya sa Ginoo.
And to add ba, sana everything they bought from stores, liturgical enterprises, they would use it. Dili unta nga display lang sa balay to say that you have an altar, giagop up ang imong Biblia, and the rosaries are there for lucky charms. I really hate that part ba. And I pray that people will really use it because it's there for a reason, di ba? It's a physical things to draw us closer to the Lord and to open a doorway for us to pray more. So unta na gamito nila kay sayang pod nga nagpalit ta nya di na to gamiton.
Igastuhan na niya, di kayo mapahimuslan. Di ba? So,
If only they would know that the the gifts they would receive if they use all these sacramentals.
so, thank you, Ate Nobs, for spending time with us as a guest this afternoon.
Hallelujah.
So, our friends and viewers, if you want liturgical items, we have Andis Day Gifts here at Iluna Street. We also have liturgical enterprises in the Diocese of Butuan, the Diocesan Liturgical Center found at the St. Peter College Seminary compound, and also the Sacred Heart School of Butuan liturgical store. So kani nga mga tindahan importante because as we have said, these are not just enterprises that sell these items, but we are confident, diba? We are confident that when we are buying from these stores, we get items that are quality controlled and also Catholic in nature, di ba nga? Tita mahadlok, di ba balak ka nga? Kaya gustohan ako, pag ginoo ba ni, o di, so nga na nga mga butang ba? So, these and other stores you can find in many things and many places.
So at this point, we would like to promote the programs that we have at the cathedral. So every Saturday, 6 a.m., we have this what we call as Salo-Salo sa Kanto. And every fourth Saturday of the month, we also have this Riverbank Cleanup Drive.
So join us in our commitment to care for our common home together with our young people. So, asa na dapat makita dito sa kilid sa Suba, doon sa may BFP Sikatuna station.
And this is, by the way, in collaboration with the city government, the barangay. So very beautiful gesture. Aside from that, every Sunday, we have this Sunday Feed with Street Children, every Sunday at 10 a.m. at FSU CBS building.
And after this, Tuesday sa San Jose at 6 p.m. today, every Tuesday, let's gather together to church for our Tuesday devotional mass. Kadto kita kang San Jose, dala ang atong mga pangamuyog pag-ampo isip usa ka katilingban. So also, speaking of liturgical enterprise, devotional mass for those who would like to become a devotee of San Jose, we also sell the scapular of Saint Joseph. So kana siya, it's best to give the scapular as a gift to others, di ba? Kung nain nyo, i-promote nga siya, ihatag sa uban, para nga pamatuod nga kita mga deboto ni San Jose, di ba?
Yes, amen. So thank you for watching us, and please continue to support us on the following platform: Facebook and YouTube.
So dear friends, liturgical enterprises show us that everything can serve the work of evangelization, even businesses. Like Andis Day Gifts, the Liturgical Center of the Diocese, and Sacred Heart School, a liturgical center, it shows us that when our work becomes a way to point others to God, then the apostolate continues even in our business endeavors. This is our Tuesdays with San Jose.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.